When did messing with Alexa go downhill fast? I used to mess with my Alexa constantly. Not in a mean way, just dumb curiosity. It became sort of a game to see if I could get her to say something weird. I'd ask her nonsense questions like, would you ever betray me? Or, are you watching me right now? I even tried saying stuff backwards once to see if it would trigger a hidden response. Nothing ever did. It was just me being stupid at 1 a.m. I even named a group chat Alexa's Prison and added my friend in just so I could send him screenshots of the dumb stuff she said. The replies were always boring, but that somehow made it funnier. One night, I asked her to beatbox and she said, boots and cats and boots and cats. I lost it. So yeah, I started doing it every night before bed. I'd brush my teeth, get in bed, and then say something dumb just to see what would happen. Sometimes I recorded it in case anything glitched. It never did. It was just a dumb tradition that made me feel like I had some weird connection to this little speaker. Then one night, I started writing a list of new things to try. Stuff like, Alexa, do you dream? And what color is my soul? I was trying to come up with the creepiest questions possible. At the bottom of the list, half as a joke, I wrote, what's behind me? I laughed at it because it sounded like something from a bad horror movie. There's no camera, no reason for it to know anything. I wasn't even planning to say it out loud, but right before I turned off the lights, I thought, screw it. So I leaned over, looked at the speaker and said, Alexa, what's behind me? There was a pause, not a lag, not a glitch, just silence. For 10 full seconds, nothing happened. I was about to laugh it off, thinking it didn't understand the question, but then suddenly, it said, a man in the corner. I swear my blood went cold. My whole body just stopped. I was sitting on my bed, facing the wall, with the closet behind me and the Alexa speaker just off to the left. I didn't even turn around right away. I just sat there, staring straight ahead, trying to breathe quietly. When I finally moved, I spun around and slammed the light on. Nothing. Closet closed, chair empty. I turned back to the speaker and said, Alexa, repeat that. She said, sorry, I didn't catch that. I checked the app on my phone. It logs every interaction. My voice input was listed exactly as I said it. What's behind me? Her response, a man in the corner, plain as day. I stared at it for a while, then unplugged the speaker and shoved it under a towel on my desk. I couldn't bring myself to throw it out. It felt like if I did, something would happen. I didn't sleep that night. I just lay there under the blanket with the light on, waiting to hear something. The next morning, I went to show the screenshot to my friend, but it was gone. I opened the voice history and the entire interaction was missing. Not just deleted, but like it never existed. I thought maybe I'd imagined the whole thing. Like maybe I fell asleep and dreamt it. But that night, I found the Alexa speaker back on my nightstand, plugged in. I didn't put it there. No one else was home. I asked my mom if she moved it, and she looked at me confused and said, moved what? I opened the app again. There were no logs. It hadn't been used. But the last recorded time the device was turned on was 3:12 a.m. That's exactly when I'd woken up the night before. I didn't touch it again. I left it unplugged and shoved it in my sock drawer. That night, I went to sleep early and left my closet light on just in case. Around 2:40, I heard something. A soft